What is going on? Happy Saturday night. We're loaded. We're locked in. This is week 9 of the Pick is In podcast. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love being here. Appreciate it. Bringing my great co host, Jonah Stormata.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. What's up,
Happy
brother?
New Week, folks. What's up?
How you doing? Hey, I like the hat. Got to roll with it. How was the live
Thank you,
stream
sir.
tonight?
It was great. A lot of fun with the boys, as always.
Yeah. Great
So,
to see you. Another week. The Pick is In podcast. We are dialed, locked in for the folks tonight.
right?
Last week's show was a lot of fun, brother.
It was a lot of fun, and actually, John, who was scheduled to come on with us again tonight, had to postpone till next week because he had a family thing come up he couldn't get out of. It wouldn't be right, so he's taking care of family, and he'll be with us next week. So,
Hey,
good stuff.
we'll adapt. Sorry, folks. No Bills Mafia, no good mojo from last week, but we're going to continue it. But that's what we do. We adapt, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a great show for the folks tonight, and got to open up the show. You know what we do.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers to everybody at home watching. Love you guys.
All right. So we got a little recap we got to go through of last week's bets, yeah?
Yes, sir, man. Let's pull it up. Records. We won't show all the bets like we have before because we've been posting more and more every week. But 16-6 throughout the show, and the bets from the show on the post. We link everything together. So, folks, if you don't like what you hear tonight or every night, pay attention on Sundays because we post bets at 16-6, 72% last week, boy. Let's go.
Let's go.
5 winning bets. 5. Let's go.
I love it. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So let's see. I know you actually made made a clip that you wanted to show everybody.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Real fast, don't go back.
Yeah.
Go back and pull that back up. We
Sure.
We gotta talk about our season record. That's pretty
Let's do it.
impressive. So I haven't been posting this, but I've been keeping track of it in my notebook. So finally went through each individual week. That's the legs. 63-23 on the legs of our bets. So the reads are there. If you're plus 53%, that means you're winning money. Most experts consider 61% the threshold. Look at our number, Jonah. Look at our
beautiful.
Number.
Now, for those of us, perhaps, role play here for a second. For those of us not as familiar with sports betting, if I had $100 to start as a band, and I say plus 8.63 bands on the year so far, what does that mean?
That means you're up $863, folks.
Beautiful.
That's awesome, dude. That's amazing.
That's and that's the kind of stuff that starts to gain momentum as you continue to grow, as you continue to build. You build that bankroll, you build that capacity. So, for some of us out there, it might be $10 is a band, $50 is a band, $100, $1,000. Kind of depends on where you're at and what bankroll you're comfortable with. But as you continue to grow, up 8.63 bands in 8 weeks of betting is pretty fantastic.
Dude, that is not trying to gloat or boat, but we're dialed in.
And to the point of not gloating, it's actually not 8 weeks, folks. It's 8 minus 1 because Jonah was asleep for week 2. Ay. So there we go. So nobody's perfect. We does do our best.
Yeah. So, hey, we're doing great. Keep riding, even if it's only a few dollars, boats, whatever you're comfortable with betting. And something we're going to get into later today is a little bit more betting strategy that I'm going to dial in and talk about managing your money and stuff like that. Go ahead, Jonah. Sorry about that.
No. I was just going to say, for me personally, because I've been convinced that there's corrupt influences and influencing of outcomes of games for a long time, or whether or not you want to say they're absolutely fixed or just heavily influenced, kind of depends on where you're at, right? But for me, part of the reason I actually got into sports betting, because sports is so unpredictable when it's authentic, I never really felt confident to bet. once I felt that there was, and I'm kind of believed that there was some kind of external influence, that's when personally I was like, all right, I'm all in. Let me try to figure out if I can see and determine ahead of time what the fix or what the influence is, or what are we seeing that parts with what we're expecting to see. And I think that, and so that's why to me this has become so much more interesting, is because not so much for the game itself, which is exciting, but for the layers of influence and the puzzle to figure out.
Yeah, definitely,
So
man. And that's why I have the best co-hosts in the business, folks. And yeah, to back that everything that Jonah just said, I made a clip from last week's show and why I love
well,
this
and it's
guy
funny,
down.
like
Oh,
final,
oh,
it automatically played. We're good
it's
now.
okay. It's okay. Why I love this guy. Why we mesh well. I'm like the more of the stat nerd, and he's more of the other aspects, numerical, other things, storylines, narratives, stuff like that. So that, hey, I want to play this clip. We're going to show this from last week.
He's the brains of the operation. I'm the suspicion of the operation. All right, here we go. And it's funny with one final thought from me personally, and I'm gonna disagree with you two on this, and I'm okay with that. But for the Niners, whenever I see a line that's that anomalous, for me it means that the fix is in, and they're trying to bait everybody into an obvious bet for the money line on the Niners, and they're gonna flip the script on you. So that's my, especially with all in the context of all this corruption we're seeing, that's my gut. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. They want me to place that bet. So I personally won't be placing that bet. I might regret it though. I hope I do for y'all's sake. And it's funny with one.
Great call, Jonah.
There we go.
Great call, man, dude. Me and Bill's Mafia John love that bet. It was it was my number one bet last week. And look at you.
Now I will. I'm not gonna claim any. I'm not gonna gloat too much, unless we end up seeing the Giants in the Super Bowl. Then you're gonna see me gloating.
You, you better gloat. Oh, dude, yeah. Speaking of your Giants, dude, Cam Scatterbo, arguably the best player, man. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the injury. I should have had a clip just for this. His ankle went that way. It was gnarly. It was like that.
That's crazy.
So he's out for the year. So that's their two best players out, Neighbors and Scatterbo. You still feeling the same about it?
You know what? I'm gonna stick to my guns. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. We'll see. Because if you think about it, even just the result with the Niners game that we saw, it's not even about just raw talent in this game, in this league, because there's so much raw talent. All of these guys have to be, they're just incredible, right? All of them. So it's really more of just opportunity, team dynamics. Obviously, there are definitely showstoppers. There's definitely guys who get it done when the balls are on the line,
Yeah.
But
And look, since you said something, like I called you crazy, they've been hot. And they should have won that other game against Denver at that crazy time. They've been hot, dude. And you just saw something that not many people see. So I'm grateful to have you here, brother.
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Is there do we have any comments? Do you know? If we can pull that up. Just notice that.
Yeah, well, looks like we'll switch to the other screen here.
All right.
Haywood, looks like the Phoenix sun is rising.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Thanks,
Snoop.
I love it.
Love you, Snoop Von Poop. And real fast, before we go in the clip, we got to give phoneboothpodcast.substack.com a holla. They're the ones behind this. Grateful for this opportunity. Go check all your podcasts out. Jonah Stormrider's got one every Wednesday, 7 p.m. EST, called The Philosopher King, live every week. We got Here's the Thing on Tuesday, live streams with the phone booth Saturday and Mondays, Dualistics, Fridays again. So shout out to Phone Booth real fast. But to go back to the Niners game, I pulled up some highlights from the game. Let's watch it because I was dumbfounded. I was dumbfounded with this game. You're totally right. And right when they scored, you text me. You're like, look at it. Right when they scored.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, that's the second link. Here we go.
Yeah. So
Loading.
appreciate everybody being here, folks. Appreciate it. The pick is in. Everybody that's watching, appreciate it. Give a comment. Don't forget to like, repost. Any questions, put them up here if anybody's watching. Even if you guys don't watch on Saturday nights, you can catch the stream anytime. So you football heads in the morning, watch it. We thank you. Our family here at Phone Booth thanks you. So got that pulled up now, Jonah?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's watch some of the highlights from the game. A couple minutes. Sit back and enjoy.
Things that Fred Warner was able to do as that middle linebacker was police that middle of the field.
2nd and 5. Here comes some late pressure and a diving catch made by Braxton Berrios. 3rd and 11. Stroud, quick toss. It's Braxton Berrios over the middle, spinning through tackles, and a Texans first down. 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Stroud checks it down to Woody Marks. Marks with room on the sideline.
That was one of our bets.
Galloping across midfield. Good cutback inside the 40, and Marks all the way down inside the 35 at the
Yes, it was looking rough at this point, huh?
Leonard Williams.
Yeah.
That's a tough front.
Here's Stroud looking deep. He's got Knoll out there. Drops it in to Jalen Knoll inside the San Francisco 25.
In coverage and in a tough spot. With Jalen Knoll coming all the way across the field into that open space, it allows CJ
That was a
Stroud
perfect
to get
throw.
that ball
That was
out in
beautiful.
front of him.
10th play of this drive for the Texans. Stroud looking for 6.
Oh.
Open touchdown.
Crazy.
Shaden Higgins, his 2nd of the year.
It gets called by the officials.
And on first down, on play action. Backside pressure, Stroud steps
At this stage in the
away.
game, how much you want to bet, how much more money you want to bet, pour it onto the Texans,
I
A lot of plays
right,
protection.
right?
right.
Pass game
I
and
thought
their
about it.
own verbiage.
2nd down and 5, and the quick slant is caught for the first down.
You know, it's a little bit early for everybody to get upset.
Yeah,
I think that's what
dominated
actually
first
Will
half.
Anderson was
Dude,
doing
they
for
killed
CJ
it.
Stroud this week.
Pressure up the middle, and Stroud able to get away. Now he'll go down the sideline. Stroud runs for the first down. 2nd down and 6 for Houston from their own 10-yard line. Stroud on the quick slant. It's Higgins, and it's a first down. Knoll, the motion man. Stout following him. 3rd down. Stroud looking. Finds Jalen Knoll. That's a first down.
Numbers, and you're so far down that depth chart, but
Still a
having
big.
a guy on the field to be able to help you out is priceless.
Stroud having to check it down. Dalton Schultz able to get free. Nice move by the
Don't
tight
those
end,
uniforms
and a
look
first
pretty sharp?
down.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
On first down, play action. Stroud, an opening, and a first down again. Finds Xavier Hutchinson. Dalton Schultz and Braxton Berrios back out there for Houston. 3rd down and 7. Pressure coming. Stroud stands in, finds the open man. Down the sideline, into the end zone. Xavier Hutchinson with the touchdown.
Kind of the one we saw earlier today with that little route when he checked it down for the first down, but a little bit of outside leverage, and what a throw by CJ Stroud. A little bit of pressure.
Niners rush 4. Stroud gonna run. Room, first down.
And that is something that he has definitely done here this afternoon.
2nd and 5. Quick toss
What are the
and
preview
catch
windows
made
here?
for the
I
first
don't know how to get
down.
rid of it.
Out near the 39-yard line.
Well, there we go.
Dude. So I gotta ask. You know, you said it. Did you put money on Houston?
I didn't. I just
Oh.
refrained from betting on San Francisco.
Hey, you nailed it, man. You nailed it, dude. You nailed it. Good job, Jonah. We need an applause. Come on.
Hey,
We need one. Hey, let's go.
there we go.
That gets a cheers, Jonah.
Cheers, brother.
Good stuff. So moving on from last week, folks, we're going to do a slight transition and a little bit of an NBA because they've been in the news crazy a lot, scandal, this and that. We talked about a little bit last week on the show. And yeah, NBA season's coming up. It's just started. I think we're 2 weeks in. Something we're going to transition to once football gets done 100%. So We all know about the scandal that came out, as I just mentioned. But, dude, did you see Giannis with the 6-step traveling that they didn't call?
Crazy.
You see that?
Yeah, I sent that to you. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you need a bus ticket for that walk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
So, like, just stuff on the NBA that makes you go, why are they not calling certain things? I just want to show that clip because that was freaking outrageous. How
Yeah,
can you
let me
not
see.
call a traveling thing?
Let's see. Do we have that clip here?
I think it's second one I sent you for the basketball. No, first one. No, excuse me. Hold on. I
I
didn't
don't
send
see
that
it there
one.
at all.
So it's okay. I didn't send that. But Jonas took 6 steps, didn't call it traveling. But did you the James Harden game? He had 20 points in the first half, and he ended up having 0 in the second half. And his over under was 21 and a half.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's just things that make you go, what the heck is really going on?
Here we go. I got it for you. I found the clip.
Thank you. So, like I said, folks, it's we adapt. We had a whole show lined up, and we had to scratch it with our guest canceling because of family, which is definitely okay. We know how life goes.
Check this out here. This
is what
we're talking about.
Okay, you do got it. Awesome.
Gather with the ball.
All right, let's count.
That's just one dribble right there.
Hold on. When he picks up the ball, right there. 1,
Gather.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have played till we're 50. If we gather.
Are you
That
kidding
is
me?
wild. One more time.
Watch that. That's just one dribble
This is
right
just
there.
wild. One right there.
1,
No
2,
more drops.
3,
Oh my
4,
goodness. Wow.
5.
Come on.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, we could have played till we're 50. If we
That's just wild.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I watched that game for a few minutes, and it happened to be during that point, and I saw that, and I'm like, I'm turning this off.
I know.
Turning this off. But here's a clip about the James Harden. He had 20 points by halftime. Second half, ice cold. If you're a live bettor, like, man, he could have like 40 points, 35 points, or even if you had the over under, it was set at 21 and a half. He did not get it. But check this clip out.
So motherfucking much. Explain to me how James Harden has 20 points in the first half and he finishes the game with 20 points. B, maybe he was dropping dimes. Maybe he got assists. He had one. Maybe he got in foul trouble. Maybe he ain't really play. He played 32 minutes. 20 points at halftime, and he finished the game with one. One assist. And his over and under was 20 and a half. Shout out to Pickett.
Excuse me.
Over under 20 and a half. He had 20 at halftime, and he finished the game with 20 points. I will whoop somebody's ass. They go to halftime. They look at what the bettors bet, what the percentages is, what the live bets is, and then they make another game plan to fuck up money. But you see the FBI don't think that's suspicious. You see they not saying, here go a refund to y'all. They take some money when a motherfucker get injured in the first quarter and refuse to pay out the bettors.
Good
But
point.
they don't never say, this don't look right. He had 20 points in the first half, and he finished with 20. LaMelo Ball. Kawhi Leonard had 14 points at halftime and finished with 18. Steph Curry had 14 points at halftime and finished with 19. This is why they scoring the fucking amount of points as the ABA league. 98 to 79. You know how hard it is to hoop when you're handicapped. When you go in the locker room and your goddamn coach tell you, you can't score no more. You can't pass the ball no more. James Harden had one assist.
All right.
Cardio.
Crazy, right?
Dude, absolutely nuts, dude. I mean, I had a single game parlay for that one. I've been doing NBA bets every night of the week. I've won actually money every darn night of the week, but that was one I lost, and that was one of the pops I had. Crazy. It just makes you think, like, what the heck's really going on? He had a good point with a couple things. When you're handicapping games, or is the coach really telling these players at halftime how to play? I mean, it makes you think.
Well, and it was 20.5, the over under. So again, how much money poured into the over at halftime?
Dude.
And then he didn't even get fouled once.
And that's rare.
He would have had free throws if it was an and one, right?
Yeah, and he's notorious for free throws. He's notorious.
And to get not even a free throw opportunity, it's insane. Because a free throw would have ruined the under. It's crazy.
Oh, crazy. So another piece of news, if you want to pull up the other thing I pulled up, another piece of news, folks, is we all know in the NFL, the refs have the earpiece, right? And there's a, New York, where the NFL headquarters and all that, they talk to and tell the refs what's going on, what to do, so on and so forth. So check this out. The NBA is now giving refs earpieces straight to the replay center during the game. This is brand new. This just started, I believe, tonight or last night. So just something to keep your eye on. Especially, Jonah, I know you love this stuff because it fits right into your theories and stuff like that. But this stuff's all opening up. You got me looking at it a little bit differently now. So, I mean, yeah, totally.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they all got to be on the same page, right?
100%. And so me and Jonah talked before the show, like when maybe when football's grinding down, our times might be different with the NBA. We're going to do some NBA stuff because the NBA is good to bet on if you do see it, right? So, crazy.
Sir.
So, in honor of our brother John Bills Mafia, we're going to do something a little bit different here tonight, folks. We're going to pull up FanDuel and we're going to build a parlay for you. Something we have not done. So we're going to pull up FanDuel and we're going to build a single game parlay because I believe the Bills-Chiefs game could be game of the week, game of the year material. It always is a shootout. The last 3 years, these games have been very exciting. So, hey, let's have some fun, Jonah. Let's build a little bit of a single game lotto for our people at home.
All right. Here we go. Okay, so when you come to FanDuel, you click on NFL. It'll bring you to this main page. Why don't you guide us from here? Haywood?
Yeah. So it's a little bit different. So let's click. So you can click on all different things here, guys. There's all kinds of things you can bet on, but go to games. It's going to be the far left there. We'll click on that. Let's scroll down to that Bills-Chiefs game, and let's go ahead and pick on that game. So you're going to have – so we clicked on that game. So we're going to have all kinds of individual items at the top here. And so just a little information. These are lines. Anything you see that's immediately towards the top for a bet, it's what FanDuel does. We just noticed there was a bet up there and it went away. Yeah, like this one. Don't do these bets. Look at the odds. They look juicy. There's a lot of money you can win. But these bets that they put up at the top of the page are just links to clickbait, take your money. They don't hit. Very low percentages. It just looks good. Yes, a lot of people write them. A lot of people don't know what the heck they're doing either. I've been doing this a long time, and this is all just a catch. Don't do these bets. So at the very top.
How tempting is this, right? $10 wager to win $252.
Very tempting.
Right?
Very tempting. But, I mean, they're very low percentage.
Exactly.
Very low. So let's start with the passing props here. Let's go there. We're going to build a little parlay.
Props. All right, let's go.
All right. So one thing we're going to explain here, guys, is these top lines here are what the books give you. When I talk about alt lines, I pick my line. It's not these. They give you a number. They're trying to get even money on both or vice versa. They're trying to find that line that's going to make them more money. So it might be a little skewed. So if you go down, there should be some alt lines. All right. So 229, 271 is the quarterback's prop line. So let's start with Patrick Mahomes. So you're going to click on Patrick Mahomes passing yards. You had it at the bottom. Yards, right
passing
there.
Yards.
Right there. There we go.
Passing TDs. Where is
passing Patrick Mahomes.
Passing yards. There we go.
So we're going to click on that, and it's going to give you a bunch of different lines to pick. Okay. His regular line's at 272. So what these odds lines means, the more the yards, the bigger the payout. We're going to go with something safe. So he's at 271. I was thinking 200 to 225. Gentlemen, do you have any direct numbers that you see from just the numbers 200 or 225?
So I see 200 is this one at minus 700, and 225 is at minus 360.
All right, so he's been hot. Let's go safe route. Let's click 200. So that's going to be one leg of our parlay here. So minus 700 is not good odds, but we're going to build this thing up. He's going to get this. I would hate to be he get 223 yards, 224 yards. So I'm just going to be super safe. So let's start off with that one. And then let's go to Josh Allen passing yards on the same thing. It should be right underneath. It's okay.
CDs.
It's okay. Is there a place? Let's see. Keep scrolling down.
Passing rush.
There we go. All
passing yards. Here we go.
All right. So his line, what was it? 31 is what I saw up there. 229.
229.
Okay.
229.5.
So a little research and a little influence from John. He likes the line at 190, 191. So let's pick 175.
That's minus 490.
Correct. So we put these two things together over here, folks. The line so far is minus 259. It's still not good odds, but we're building it. Okay. So we're going to start off with the two quarterbacks. Let's go to rushing yards, Jonah, if we can. Rushing props, excuse me.
Here we go. Yep.
Okay. So they're going to give you lines of all these players. That's the lines they want you to go under. Don't do that unless you feel confident with one, which I've done and shown you guys over the last few weeks. So let's go to Josh Allen rushing yards. This guy for a quarterback always gets his keep. He earns it on the ground. So let's click on that. It's going to be right there.
Josh Allen rushing yards.
All right. So let's go with 25, Mr. Jonah.
25 is minus 440. 25 plus.
All right. So look at the
that brings our odds for our parlay to minus 134. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, we're getting there. So let's go Patrick Mahomes rushing yards as well. The quarterbacks like to run. And would you believe it if I told you Patrick Mahomes led his team in rushing this year? That's crazy. So I'm going to lower his line lower than Allen. So I think 15 yards is the safest one. Out of my research, I don't have
minus 470.
All right, folks. So Jonah, look at our odds. 4 of them were in plus money, which is what we want to go to.
Yep.
Plus money. So 117. So there's going to be 2 that we're going to pick on as well. So we're done with the quarterbacks. Jonah, let's go to rushing props at the very top. It's going to scroll. Props? Yeah, scroll to the left. There you go. Okay, and then click on rushing yards right there below it. Okay, so these are lines that they're going to give you with all the individual players. If you look at that, James Cook, 75 yards is what they expect him. That's a high number. So they're expecting him to get some yards on the ground. And to be for Buffalo to win this game, they're going to have to run the ball. They want to keep Kansas City's offense off the field as much as possible. So time management and running the ball. So that's why another reason why I lowered Josh Allen's throwing passing yards, just to be safe, just because of game script. And we've mentioned that before. So let's scroll down let's go to James Cook, all rushing yards.
Okay.
All right. We're going to do 50. Now, our brother John has it at 45, but is there a 45 on this one? I do not see one. I like the 50. I think that's hecka safe, especially with the minus 470. So
yeah, down to 40 puts that up at minus 1100 versus the minus 470 at 50. So
not much.
That seems reasonable.
All right, so we're going to pick on that. So now we're at 5 legs on this single game parlay, and that's at plus 176, and we're still building. We still got a couple more. This is fun, Jonah.
This is.
All right, so we're going to pick on, let's go stay on the same column. I want you to go down. Let's look at Rushy. Click on the very top one. Let's show Kareem Hunt's regular rushing yard prop just to see where it's at.
Kareem Hunt is under 45.5.
Okay, let's go to his alt line. Now, Isaiah Pacheco is out. He is week to week. The Rock's going to go to Kareem Hunt and Rashard Smith. So if there is a running back by committee, I'm thinking safe here. Let's do 25 yards, Mr. Jonah.
25, there we go. Minus 550, which brings our overall odds to plus 248.
I love it. I actually love that. So yeah, just being safe. If there's a split backfield, folks, this is going to be a lot safer than the 45. So we're bringing it down significantly. So that's as far as the running backs. Let's go over to receiving props at the very top.
Yep.
Okay, so a couple players we're going to pick on. This game could definitely be a shootout. So let's start with Rashid Rice yards. It's at 72.5 there at the top. So let's go to his alt line down below. Now, the odds aren't too crazy. I can see a 50, but let's go to 40. Just in case.
40 is minus 700.
Let's add that to it.
So now we're at plus 300 overall for our bet.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be super safe on that one. So next one, we're going to go scroll all the way back up. All right, Travis Kelce, 43.5. All right, let's scroll down. Let's not do yards. Let's do catches. Let's get off of that and see if there's receptions. It's going to be, keep scrolling. It's going to be a little bit ways down here. So, folks, you can go to receptions, yardage. Every player has one. And FanDuel's is the best when it comes to alt lines. They give you so many options. And trust me, I have shopped. So, let's do 3 catches, Jonah. Let's put 3 on there. All right. Now, I don't know the info off the top of my head, but Travis Kelce's killed the Bills every time he plays them. So this is a huge, really low number. So we're going to do that as far as that goes. And then we're going to do something for a little Bills Mafia and John. Let's go to, all right, let's look at Shakir's line at the same page that you're on.
Yeah.
Let's hit, okay, so scroll down just a little bit.
Shakir.
Okay, so
receiving yards or what?
Yeah, we're going to do receiving yards, but go back up. Let's see his regular line. You're going to have to click where it says show more. So scroll down a hair.
50.3 is Shakir's over-under.
Let's scroll down and look at his receptions real quick. It's going to be receptions over-under.
Total receptions, got it.
Okay.
4.5 over-under.
All right, so I'm going to let you decide this, sir. I like either or. Our brother John has, I believe, 35 yards or more. I like 3 catches more than anything.
That's what I was going to say. My gut was 3 off of the 4.5. If we're being more conservative, dial it back. So if you guys see what's happening, right? So essentially, by adding more legs, you're increasing the probabilities or the numbers or the payout, right? But there comes a greater risk. If you keep it at the same line that they're expecting, then you're not really doing yourself a favor because that's what, it could go either way, right? But if you play more conservative and back off the numbers that they're suggesting to you, there's a higher probability that those bets are going to hit and that you're going to get a good payout, right? So by backing off the line that they're suggesting, which you see on the top of the page here, and then becoming more conservative in each individual bet, but adding more of them, they kind of offset each other, and the upside potential is even more significant.
Great way of explaining it. I am. Man, you're awesome. That exactly right. So we haven't done this before. This has been kind of fun. I'll be honest; those are what I like on it. We could do more, but that's what I like personally.
Let's see. I haven't put in the Shakir 3 yet.
Okay.
3
Okay, let's do that. So
receptions. Where are we at?
It's gonna be good down. It's gonna be down. Keep scrolling down.
Alt receptions. Here it is. 3+. That's another minus 850. So that brings us up from, we were at 387. That brings us up to plus 453. That's good stuff right there.
I like this.
One of the beautiful things about FanDuel is if I want to just wager, let's say $10, I can put in $10 here and I can see what the payout's going to be, so I don't have to worry about the math as much, right? So this will tell you. So if you want to put $100 on this, that's a lot to put on a single parlay, like especially a 9-leg parlay like this. But just to give you an idea, $100 would make you $453 here.
Right. Is there any way we could? Can we show that bet? Can we? I know our screens on it are. Can we show what you're doing? Because it's covered on my screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, here we go.
It's okay. Can we move that over?
I think I can move us. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's do this here. I think. Oh, hold on.
You're good. You're good. I just want, as you're talking for the folks at home. All right, that'll work. Say it again and put the dollar amount. Perfect.
Okay. So what I was saying, I don't know if you guys can see this. Actually, let me go back over here because this way, because you don't need to see us for the moment here. So what I was saying here, without us covering it, is you can put FanDuel's great because you can put in the amount of dollars you want to put here, and it'll automatically tell you and calculate if it hits what it's gonna hit at. So $10 bet here, if it wins and all 9 legs hit, then it'll be payout 45.30. Now, one of the things, let me see, where is that now? Yeah, so no,
You looking for round robin?
I was looking for round robins, but I don't see it here.
Fortunately, you gotta have to be logged in, and it shows.
Oh, I've got to log in for that. All right, that'll come another time.
But no, you can explain it. That's a great point, Jonah. So, folks, there's usually a little area that says round robin. Go ahead, Jonah.
Yeah. So essentially, so we have 9 legs here. So I'm going to pull this down because we already get the idea here. So on a round robin, essentially, like you can do an 8-game round robin. In other words, if let's say you put $5 on each leg of a round robin, right? So all a round robin is it puts a bunch of smaller parlays utilizing the same 9 games. So in this case, if you have a round robin for an 8-leg round robin, it means that you're going to have all of the bets, like $5 on an 8-leg parlay, excluding bet 1. You're going to have another $5 on on 8 legs, excluding leg 2.
Correct.
Of this parlay, and all the way through. So if you do 8 legs, you're going to be basically making 9 different parlay bets, right? So you're going to spend $45 to put $5 on each of these legs, which means that if one of these games fail, you still make money, right? If one of these legs doesn't hit, you're still making money. So just something to keep in mind. Play around with it. With FanDuel is really great for being able to move. And I can't use FanDuel in my state, so that's the only reason why we're not logged in. We'll see if we can remedy that situation for you guys next time. Maybe we can get a demo to show you. But it's not complicated. But it is a fun way to kind of like I've done it before where I put 15 legs in and I put 5 or 7 leg round robin. So it you ended up putting a lot of money on the line even if you bet small because there's just a lot of money out there.
Yep.
Because you're betting on a lot of separate legs with a lot of combos. So if 1 or 2 games don't hit, you're not out all the money on the parlay. You still make something back. So
I love it. We're teaching.
Way to spread your risk. Yep.
We're teaching. And 9 legs. You can bet 5 legs, 6 legs, 7, 8. So if some lose, you're going to win money. Round robins is probably where it's at when it comes to these huge lotto parlays. But yeah, great idea.
Well, that big 13-leg parlay that I told you about where I made $8,000 off of $80, that was a round robin. I did $15 on the base parlay, and then the rest was round robin because I wanted to make sure that I got something out of it. And I was doing that several weeks in a row. Ended up paying really big one time. So there you go.
Love it, dude. That was a good class. I like that.
There we go.
That was a good class. I mean, Wentz could do English. I mean, we could do sportsbook. Let's go, baby.
There we go. All right, what do we got next here? We want to turn to this week's bets.
You know what time it is?
There we go. Let's go.
Show me the money.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
So don't pull them up yet. I want to talk real quick, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, dude.
One thing I want to talk about, we've been hot. We've been good. We've been doing really well. I did not feel this week. I just did not feel it. I want to be very confident and comfortable when I give out plays. So I wrestled all week with it, trying to find some certain bets throughout the whole week. I have a process. I just couldn't wrestle with it. So I went back in my notebook and just read. Notes are important when it comes to this stuff. And there's parts of the season where I put notes saying, trust the process, don't chase even when you're hot. There's been weeks I did not feel it and I chased. I lost money. So one thing I'm going to preach right now is if you're not feeling it, don't chase. Don't chase. Like, I only have a couple bets for this week. I've been doing a lot of them. That can change as of tomorrow, but it's just one thing of bankroll management. When you're hot, even when you don't feel it, don't do it. I mean, unless your gut tells you completely differently. So let's roll into them. I'll have a couple bets for you guys. So on that Bills Chiefs, I'll probably put $10 on it. 0.10 bands. That's a good parlay. So that's going to be one I'll put that on the show. Let's do it. So one thing we talked about a couple weeks ago, folks, is the laddering. You single out a player, that's going to be juicy. Let's ladder his props up. So I got two bets. Nico Collins. He's got one of the juiciest matchups I've had all year in my coverage matchups percentages. It's too much to tell, but he's over like a 60% in my book as far as all my analytics go. It's a lot to tell, but that's one of the highest marks all year. So his line's at 62.5. FanDuel's got the best price, minus 114. That is probably one of my bets of the week. Actually, I'll say it. It's probably my bet of the week. So I'm going to ladder it. So what I did, folks, is I did half a band on a confident pick, and I got to hit this one. Can you imagine how much we've been up if I hit my bets of the week? Damn 49ers, Jonah. I love you. Love you. But 62.5, we got $50 on it. I put 25. I'm doing a little something different. I'm showing you the dollar amounts. When I say 0.25 bands, this is what I mean, because my management is $100 right now. I'm not a baller. I once was, but things happen. But if I was a big dollar bet, I would probably put $250, $500 just on that bet. So laddered it up. So we got minus 114 plus 118. So 70 yards, which I think is very, very reasonable for him to get. So that's why I jumped on this. Two bets, 25, 50. Go with the safe one if you don't want to do both. But another thing of laddering, I could have laddered this up to 80, 90, 100 yards. So Nico Collins over 62.5. Bank it. We got it. Actually, you know what? Book that. Let's go.
So just to explain to the folks what you mean by laddering, to unpack that a little bit. I'm going to reiterate it back to you, and you tell me if I'm conveying it, if there's any tweaks you want to how I explain it. So you put a set amount of money on a more conservative bet, like in this case, the 62. And then the laddering means you bet another bet smaller, but a higher expectation.
Correct.
Which will return less money. And then if you wanted to ladder further, you could continue to bet, but there would be ideally a smaller amount. So let's say $15 on 80 plus yards or something like that. Right. So
100%.
That's the concept, right?
100%. So I would even like example, this one, 80 yards, $15, 90 yards, $10, 100 yards, $5. Laddering, lower amount as the bigger the prop goes. If you're more confident in the bigger and you think he's going to have a good game, but you put less money because you want to be safe. One thing part of our job is to teach people, and that's what we're doing. And I love it. So, yeah, Nico Collins. What do you think of that, brother?
I love it, man. Let's see how it rolls.
All right. So there's two bets right there. All right, so I'm going to pick on this Raiders-Jacksonville game. So Jacksonville is actually one of my teams in the second half of the season. I think is going to make that next step. The new coaching staff that came over from Tampa, it's been 8-9 weeks. It takes time for systems to adapt fully with the personnel. This team has a loaded offense if they can ever get it right. And this is one of the teams that I think is going to take that step in the second half of the season with their offense. Combs, the coach there, he made Baker Mayfield in that Tampa offense amazing last year. And so I'm going to pick on these two. So Hunter, their rookie draft pick, just got put on IR, and he's been balling. Brian Thomas has been a bust this year. Straight up, I'll be honest with you. He's been a bust. This is when he comes out of it, folks. He is going to score a touchdown this week. I've been really good on these touchdowns. Really good. No Travis Hunter. Raiders are not very good in the secondary. I like this bet a lot. It's at plus 120, which is pretty good odds, but I think he's going to score. And Travis Etienne. The Raiders are middle of the pack for the season for rushing yards against running backs, but lately they've been pretty bad. Jacksonville's fresh off a bye week. I think they're going to run the ball down the throat. This line has actually gone up. I believe it was at 48.5 at the beginning of the week. It's climbed up. FanDuel's got the best odds on it right now. So I'm going to jump on these two bets right here. Travis Etienne, Brian Thomas, ride them. Jacksonville is going to be they're going to be up to some good things in the second half.
Love it, man.
All right.
All right. Well, and so then just so everybody remembers too, the bets that we've shown you here will be in the comments below the main X post here. And then as other things come up, watch, because if we make any live bets or if there's anything else going on over the weekend, over the next 24 hours or so, as this weekend plays out, you'll be seeing those bets posted. So follow us and follow along. It should be a good week.
Yeah, you're totally right. This could be a great live betting Sunday tomorrow, brother. So, and that's live betting is just as powerful. Actually, it's probably more powerful than pregame betting. In-game betting is amazing, and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna. So I'll make a post for the bets, and I'll connect it to the show. Just look on my page, Haywood Giablami, or if you don't like me, Haywood Jablomi. Just follow me. I'm going to have everything I put on there. I'm going to post them as I go. I'll put links so you can click on the link. It'll take you straight to FanDuel or wherever I make the bet, and you just hit accept. It's going to be easy. You don't have to build it, and I'll have pictures of it. So, yeah, we're going to put it all in one chain. Let's see what tomorrow dials up.
But also, I encourage you guys, especially now that, if you didn't know before, now you do, how to build a parlay. If you have a parlay that you feel strongly about that you'd like to share, put that in the comments below this post as well, because we'd love to, sometimes once in a while we'll see a bet shared with us by somebody else and we'll tail it, right? So, share the love, man. Let's all share ideas and build it. We'd love to see what you guys are doing. Share your wins if you put money on one of our picks for you. Even if it wasn't our pick, if you, based on our conversation here, if you decide you like some bets and not others, you build a parlay and it hits money for you, we want to hear about it. We want to celebrate with you. So
great. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Put them on there. We're a community, folks. Let's beat the books. We're work together. They took too much money. Let's take money from them.
There we
go.
Work
together. It's all love, man. Sharing is caring. I love it. I love it.
Any final thoughts for the people there, Haywood?
I would like to. Can you give me a great Scott?
I was actually just gonna do it. I was gonna surprise you with it.
Oh, thank you. You read my Scott. Let's go. All right,
Scott. All right, cheers, folks. Good luck to you guys this weekend. Don't forget to share your bets with us, to follow us and repost. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Thank you, everybody. Give us a follow next Saturday night, every Saturday night, 11 p.m. EST here on Twitter. Go follow Jonah Storrider. Go follow me. And don't forget to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Subscribe. It's free. Check everything out. Much love. Happy Saturday night. November 1st, NFL Sunday. Tomorrow, let's make some money.
Let's go.
Let's go.